everyone! Welcome back to Morrowind. Today, we're going to be killing some poachers. We do not... Well, but first, even before that, we want to talk to Hasfa and Abolus. Because he will give us a quest. We do not want to do this quest yet. However, I'm going to show it off because we should do it. He wants us to go to a Dwemer ruin. Get a Dwemer puzzle box. It's both a very easy quest if you've played it before, and a very hard quest if you haven't. Because you want to be somewhere around level 6 when you actually go and do this. Otherwise, you get your arse kicked up between your ears, because Dwemer things are really nasty. This is the instructions. This will be recorded in your journal. Yeah, he just wants that little cube. We could go there right now in theory, because this is a very good blade. But I am not going to. Because as I said, I will get my ass kicked between my ears. Now something else of note. In this game, you always want to be carrying probes and lockpicks, because, well, traps and locks keep you from getting your loot. No one wants to get kept from getting their loot. Loot's great.
Speak, traveler.
So, I'm going to show you where to get them, because I actually got it wrong last time. It was not the pawnbroker or the trader. Instead, you want to go over here. Through this door.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Shut up, guardsman. And go to the South Wall Corner Club. Now, in here, we can, in theory, join the Thieves Guild. I'm going to do this but for one simple reason. The Thieves Guild...
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
And the Fighters Guild are often at odds. I can actually show this off once we deal with the Poachers. But for now, you'll just have to listen to me. We got one Journeyman's Probe, 2 Apprentice's Probe, the Master's Lockpick, and 1 Journeyman's Lockpick. It's a bit weighty, but...
Ajit has no time for you.
Also, something else to note. I've decided that I'm going to be doing alchemy off-screen for now, as it was very boring to watch when I rewatched the last video a few times. So, in between episodes, expect me to be stocking up on potions. Via, you know, making them. Now, we want to go this way to get to the egg mine. And go across the river.
What do you want?
There's not really much to talk about on the way. But, However, the egg mine's not the only place we're going to be seeing when we're going across here. There is, in fact, a tomb. I know this because this is the second recording, as the previous one had a bit of an oops.
Speak quickly.
So, let's get moving. You want to walk along the banks of this river. Just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Quite a while. By the way, if you hear any strange noises, this is because my cat is headbutting my headset right now. And the thing does not move when you move it. Indeed, he can often get quite talkative and noisy when I move him off my desk. So, apologies if you hear quiet purrs or bump noises. There's a fairly nice patch of willow flowers and gold cannet there, but we're on an alchemy build. You can't even figure out the first thing of alchemy without chemical ingredient. Anyway, you always want to kill scribs because they're a decent source of cash and XP. And murdered the scrib, and now here's the tomb I mentioned. It's very easy to miss this on your first way through, but it is here. You always want to explore little nooks and crannies just because, you know, you can find things like this. Now, go inside. First thing, this door's trapped. Let's fix that. I said, let's fix that. Back to my Sword of White Woe. Now in here, there's just a bunch of versions with bone meal. We don't care about that. Over here is a ghost. A dead ghost. Alright, all ghosts are dead, but I believe you understand my point. Now you can pick this lock. By the way, there's a comberry buried in there. Yep. Now, this chest just has a common ring because it's a random drop. Well, and there is a key in another room for this, but I'm just going to pick it because I want to train up my security skill. That wasn't worth the time picking it. Yuck. This tomb has no loot. There's another enemy in this next room, so... Oh god. Drain, drain... Oh, it's damaging health, draining fatigue, and draining endurance. Yeah, Ghost Curse is a very nasty spell, so you want to kill ghosts quickly. Thankfully, none of the nerfs actually stuck. You can get a scroll, pretty decent one, good for taking control of low things, the exclusive invisibility, but nothing really else of interest, frankly, in here. It's a very small place. It's an example of clipping it the most. However, we're also still very close to the egg mine, so let's get going. After all, nothing was permanently damaged. Speaking of which, there are two types of ways to deal with attributes in this game. Damaging them and draining them. Draining is temporary and will wear off when the spell wears off. Damaging sticks until you restore it. This can take a while. Because, well, you can only get that from potions, from temples, and from a few spells.
Now's the time to talk.
Yeah. You can get pickaxes in this egg mine, by the way. It's not worth it. Seriously, it's not worth it. Pickaxes are pretty terrible weapons. Because while you can, in fact, break rocks with and skulls with them. Yeah. Also, something to note, in this mine there are two types of enemies. There's the Quama Forgers, these guys, but there are also Quama Workers. There's also Scrib, but you don't want to fight these because it'll piss off the workers. And, well, let me see if I can find you a worker. That is a worker. There are also Quama Warriors if you're a higher level. Because we're not, we don't care. These guys are non-hostile. Unless you hit them. Don't hit them. At this level, they'll kick your ass up between your ears. Well, alright, you might be able to eke out a win with some potions and stuff, but... yeah. Anyway. We're hunting down two egg poachers. You can get their names so you talk to people outside, but... eh. You don't need it. They're not hiding or anything. They'll attack you on sight. Dispose of these corpses on the general grounds of not wanting to leave bodies lying around. If you have too many bodies lying around, like overall, you can in fact break the game. However, you need to deliberately spawn in bodies to actually get the sheer number, so it's not much of a concern. So, don't worry too much about it, just keep it in your mind, you know? Yeah. Dispose of the corpse. And wander around a bit. Find another forger. Oh! That die fetcher means they've seen me.
I have you.
They just have picks and cloth, though, so... they're not actually very dangerous. The other one, however, does have 10 small Quama eggs, which is pretty decent. I do like how they speed up the music when you're fighting. It makes it feel very dramatic. Just die. What the? The forger and the guy. Go figure. Yeah, this guy has 10 small claw eggs. We're not going to take them because they're not really all that useful. They just have restore fatigue on them. Now, I was missing a lot there, but that's because I'm low on fatigue. Being low on fatigue decreases your hit chance and your casting chance. Speaking of casting chance, let's train up our restoration with Belania's Soothing Balm to restore our health. You always want to go through your magicka before your potions, because you can restore magicka just by going and taking a nap. You do not get more potions by going and taking a nap. Usually. Okay, I'm going to get out of this area before I fight that forager for the simple reason that if I hit the worker, they're going to get pissed at me and whoop my ass. For some reason, they don't get pissed at me murdering their brethren, but if I hit them, they're super angry. I guess forgers and workers just don't make very good friends? I don't know. The weird bug lizard things. If there's actually a genus for whatever the hell the Quama are, someone do tell me. Because I have no idea what they are, if they're bugs or lizards, just weird shit. Die. But yeah, they won't attack you. If they're Quama warriors, they will attack you. You find some people in there who will talk to you about things, but honestly, you don't really need to talk to them. It's so easy to do these early quests. Seriously, it's incredibly easy. Now, let's get out of the mine and go get our loot from our boss. And now we can actually see. If we tell them about the egg poachers,
so what
they're perfectly okay with, you know, the fact that you just murdered 2 people and left them to rot. Actually, that reminds me. I don't think we ever learn what Quama eat. Like, they're very aggressive, so perhaps they're a mix. So I'm guessing they're carnivores. Like, the foragers are obviously attacking you to do something. But are they just going to kill you, or are they going to kill you, drag you in, and leave you to rot, like some types of carrion birds will? Or other carrion eaters. I don't think there are any actual carrion birds that do that. Anyway, after that, going on a repair spamming spree for, well, repair purposes. Those can get a bit noisy, but you want to use them. Anyway, we should go back to the Mages Guild. Not Mages Guild, Fighters Guild. Apologies, I tend to play a magic heavy build in some of the other games, but this one I'd play a melee build because, well, magicka doesn't recharge here. You can get some very nasty spells, though, that compensate for it. After all, it doesn't matter if you can only throw 1 fireball if the fireball nukes the entire damn dungeon. And yes, if you push magery hard enough and get your best custom spells, you can in fact nuke the entire dungeon in 1 attack. It'll basically drain your entire magicka bar and you're going to be napping all the time, but you can do it. Okay, we get 4 quality restore fatigues. Now, we need to go to Caldera. Here we see them actually saying that if you're part of the Thieves Guild, this mission will fuck you up because you murdered a member, and that's going to make people unhappy because, as it turns out, murdering their friends makes people unhappy. I know it's a very shocking discovery.
What's your story?
Care
Anyway,
to tell me what this is about?
gonna go rest until healed because, as I have said, I want to restore my magicka. As the 4 Telvanni agents are, well, not hugely scary and mean and evil, they're decently dangerous. Not terrifying, but I'm going to rest until healed. By the way, if you talk to someone with your sword out, your reputation with them will go down because they think you're threatening them with the sword. Well, or a mace or an axe or...
I'm listening.
Look, you get my point. Don't talk to people with weapons out. They'll get pissy. We need to go to Caldera. Fastest way? This.
Speak, traveler.
I used it to get to another Mage's Guild to buy some potion-making stuff earlier. But...
What assistance do you need?
well... we're going to be able to get around to Caldera. We can always do that, admittedly.
What's
you
this
can go to
about?
Vivek right now, which would be pretty decent, frankly. But, yeah. We can join the Mage's Guild, but I believe they get in conflicts with the Fighters Guild, too. This guy has a couple of spells I want. Recall, because that, when combined with another spell called Mark, is very useful. And Light, because that lets you basically put a torch anywhere you want. Needless to say, stupidly useful. Oh, Caldera Ebony Mine. He gives you instructions. That are stored in your journal.
What's this then?
If you go all the way up this tower, there's a set of master equipment for alchemy. However, you have to steal it, and that's very dangerous. So let's check the journal. Telvanni agents, Caldera Ebony Mines. Heads straight west from town, and then heads around south into the bowl of the mountains. So we want to go this way, and then we want to go down on that little map in the lower right. It is possible to go over the ridge, as I mentioned, but you need to be a fairly high level in acrobatics and athletics to do that. Not like there's a skill check or anything, it's more of a, you can't really climb too well otherwise, frankly. And here's a Kwama. By the way, attacking does drain your stamina. But as this is just a Kwama, I am not concerned whatsoever. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get to the mine if you just go this way. If you try and go... you can also go south, east, and then north. Just go straight down, and then left, and then up on this little map. But that's a bit slow. It will get you to a dungeon, though. And that dungeon has some pretty decent loot in it, but it also has someone who can summon a Greater Bone Walker. The Greater Bone Walker is why I mentioned damage strength. Well, damaging stats in particular, really. Because that one can cast, among other things, damage strength, which is not a fun ability to get hit with, to say the least. Now, this looks like a town. It is. You want to talk to this guy? Actually, no. I want to wait here a bit and let my stamina recharge. Because this guy is one of the Telvanni agents, and as soon as you talk to him about Telvanni agents, he'll shank you. Well, try to shank you. We're going to shank him. At least we're going to do our damnedest, too. Latest rumors. That is an interesting question, good sir. What's your trade? You're a scout, eh?
No one can challenge me.
Yep. He's a ranged combat dude. This means get up in his face and start stabbing. Yep, he'll have some potions on him. Take them as you always should. He also has a dragon scale tower shield, which is pretty decent value, as is a longbow. However, we are now overweight. So, that's a bad thing. I'm going to take off the bow, and then I'm going to go into this... Actually, no, this place doesn't have anywhere to sell. Never mind, what am I talking about? Actually, I'll show you something that you can do. I'm going to put my junk on him. Later, we'll be able... when we go into this mine, Ashinamu, Or they are hiding the Telvanni agents. You'll be able to get some nice things done. Here are all three of them. You want to try and focus one down at a time. I'm going to focus on this one with no shield, because the shield, those ones are easiest to hit. So you'll reduce I'll reduce the source of damage quickly. I'm also a bit low on health, so I'm going to show off that you can, in fact, mid-battle, drink potions. Take a fortify health and a restore health. I'm not doing any magic damage with my attacks because my sword's out of charge.
Now you die!
But they all died anyway. This person has an iron shard sword. It's like my spark sword they used to have, but it is, well, frost damage. They have some decent potions. The iron helmet's actually worth it because it's 6 gold a pound. The shard sword, not worth it. Ah, I'm glad I killed Slasya quickly, because otherwise she would have summoned a skeleton. Skeletons can be quite nasty when you add them onto a bunch of other people like this. Steel short sword, that's actually decent value. Now you may notice that I'm overweight right now. No jokes about eating habits, please. They're annoying. Yeah. Anyway, we are now overweight, so we're going to drink some matze, because this stuff gives you plus strength, minus willpower, minus intelligence. So we're stupider, but we're stronger. That sounds exactly like alcohol. Petty soul gem, some gold. Really, you just want to always loot these barrels because they have only a little gold, but a little gold goes a long way in large amounts. It's a very weird way to say it, and I'm not sure why I did. Whatever. Up here, more things. There's only those 3 agents in here. Ah, and I found their booze stash. Always take booze. Surprisingly good for potions. I'm gonna pick this lock on the grounds that I'm a bit low on health. Rather, I'm going to disarm the trap on the grounds that I'm a bit low on health. Come on, disarm it. As soon as it pops. And I'm sure to say, no, that's a probe, you silly Let's Player. I don't want the basket, so I'm just going to take all, but exclusive potions are, I think, the best you can get, and the Scroll of Vonduses and Hinging is never bad. There's some Sujama and some Matze there, and there's a lot of crates that we need to loot. Ah, Viper Stars. These are quite valuable. Pretty good weapons, too. I'm not going to use them, but that's because I'm not a throwing weapon person. If you are a throwing weapon person, use them. They're quite good. Really, throwing weapons are pretty good in this game. Rapid fire, relatively low damage, but still. Yeah, I'm going to sell this. It is a magic item, but I don't really use willpower much. None of my good skills work on it, you know? Sold him again. Some gold. Sold him again. Some gold. Lots of garbage these guys had. 2 soul gems and some gold. At this rate, I think I might want to sell some soul gems. An exclusive restore strength. Very nice. And some soul gems. I want to put my weapon. Why did I go silly like that? Anyway. You always want to try and keep your enchanted items a little below maximum charge. If you don't, because then they'll recharge while you're not using them. There is something down here. Oh god. Okay, if you get over encumbered in the water, that is a very bad state of affairs. You can't move and you will drown. So I'm going to drink some booze. Slaughterfish are annoying to fight. They're fast and they're nasty. Their scales are pretty decent, though. Not for selling mine, but... Anyway, there's a chest down here. Let's see if I can get to it and not drown. Defensive belt, 24 gold. Do I have anything that can let me not die? Swift swim should help. I got drain fatigue and drain intelligence. Yeah, drowning lowers your health quite quickly, as you may have noticed. Due to the booze and the trap, I am now so stupid I have no brains left. I am really stupid now. I expected those guys to drop a bit better loot, but eh. Let's get out here and grab the junk off this man's corpse that we dumped on him. And we can afford to carry a little more. And the booze wears off. Back to booze! Booze is your friend. Anyway. No. I was considering there very briefly trying to train my restoration, but with the penalties I'm taking to intelligence and willpower right now, I wouldn't be able to cast very well anyway. I'm still taking that drain fatigue, which is kind of surprising. Yeah, let's get back to Caldera and sell the junk. It's very relaxing to walk around in Morrowind. Just you in the open road. Hello. Or Mazte, actually not Matze. I got the letters wrong. Don't I look smart? Who the hell are you?
Don't stand about.
Goodbye, random naked man. I am not concerned about you. He does have a quest, but we need to get back to base quickly so I can sell my garbage. Because, you know, being over encumbered kind of sucks, because you can't even move in this game. It's not just only walk. It's flat out cannot move. Thankfully, I got some more booze in there. Hopefully this last shot of booze will get me to somewhere I can sell my stuff.
Let's hear it.
Clothier here. That just means they sell clothes. Sometimes clothiers have enchanted clothes, but eh. Very eh. This guy actually has a pretty decent selection. He has some silver armor, which is better than steel. Don't ask me how that works. Silver is a terrible armor material. I don't know how it works either.
Don't stand about.
I want to sell you my garbage, because I have some garbage. You won't buy that? Will you buy Viper Stars? You will. You'll buy those things. You'll buy that. You'll buy that. You won't buy that, but you will buy that. I'm now only very slightly overweight. God, that's a weird sentence to say. Most of this is coming from the hammers, frankly. I've got 36 actually, pounds of hammers. gonna sell one. The used one. Higher quality hammers are lighter, which is nice, but yeah. Could I buy a Duke's Guard Silver Carias off of you without... If I sell my own Carias, I can just afford it. I'll be going from 21 to 28, which is a pretty decent upgrade, frankly. There's also an Imperial Silver Helm with 24, but I've already got 22, and that's not as, you know, blatant an upgrade, I guess. Imperial Templar armor is actually pretty good, too. Left bracer. Bracers are the same as gauntlets, by the way. From 25 to 22. Which would be pretty decent, but... Actually, if I sell you that, that's the right bracer. If I sell you the right gauntlet, I can just afford this upgrade. And now he equips it. We now look more blinging. Slightly. I'm likely to return here after we do the Fighters Guild quest, simply because, well, money. The Clothier is likely to buy more of our stuff, though.
What's this
like that,
about?
like that expensive belt and the enchanted amulet. So I'm going to go there. Don't seem to have anything interesting. Oh, they're not even selling anything enchanted. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, okay. Offer! Goodbye! This time he wasn't selling anything enchanted. It's always nice reading those little notes. They really fill out the world, make them feel like, well, people. I'd say humans, but...
This scent is new.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. By the way, it does cost money to travel through those guild things, so... That's another reason why I sold those bits of the kit.
My time is
Also because,
precious,
you know, they're
so
kind of
make
useless to
it
me.
about.
Also, I'm going to move my pants and shirt and leave them here because they don't do anything. Like, if I get some enchanted gear versions of them, I could actually, you know, use it. But right now, they're just dead weight. Not even valuable dead weight. So now I'm 4 pounds lighter because I'm not wearing any clothes under this.
I suppose it is my
I'm
duty
naked
to
and-
help those less fortunate than myself.
I'm naked under my armor. I am very mature. Anyway, let's get back to the Fighters Guild. See if I can get some restoration training along the way.
Hail!
No, I believe it's raining. No, actually, it's not raining. Now I'm completely out of magicka. Here we go. The Telvanni agents have been killed. What more orders do you want? Alright, we need to go find Sotalide and kill her. Or at least get the code book. However,
What's this regarding?
low on magicka. So, again, sleep until healed. Get used to sleeping a lot in the early game. You have many sources of health replenishment otherwise. Oh, level up. Again, strength, endurance, luck. I'm not optimizing right now. But you always want to get luck just on the grounds that it gets you slightly better drops. Never knows better drops are very important. Since it's in the south wall, I think I'll go do that before I go get my Duke some more silver gear off of that man in Caldera. Because I'm likely to get some Dwemer armor when we finally get around to doing Arcthond. Well, I'm going to need the best gear I can get to survive Arcthond, frankly. Dwemer ruins are very fun and not fun, if you get my meaning. They're an absolute nails challenge.
Come on, then. Say something.
Hello,
and move
code
on.
book. I bribed for 10 gold. Seriously. Bribe with 10 gold? Alright. Now you're telling me about the cold book. Admire? If I get her angry enough. Bribe 10 gold. Code book. This way I'm going to blow all my gold on persuading you. I don't even remember what her threshold is. Alright, I'm not sure if I can just kill her straight out, so I'm going to save and then see if that works.
You will die where you stand! Ugh.
Now let's run away very fast. See if the Fires Guild will actually, you know, absolve me of the crime, or if I'm going to have to kill a lot of guards, or more accurately die to a lot of guards. If they won't, then I'm going to reload the save, and I'm just going to try persuading her a lot more.
So what's this regarding?
Orders are...
You've got the better of me.
Care to tell me what this
See
is
if the
about?
guards will actually put me under arrest. I want to make sure that I'm not going to be under...
You Inma.
Alright, I don't want to fight the guards, so... we're going back here. Shut up.
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
Do I have anything in Fortify Personality? Exclusive Invisibility, Restore Agility, Restore Intelligence, Strength, Speed, Restore, Grief. Making myself a little luckier might help. Let's see if I can get her to break 70. That might get the code book. That was a lot of gold and honestly probably not worth it. Yeah, she'll deny the code book unless she likes you enough. The only options are murder her, which as you saw has its issues, or spend a lot of money. But you have to do that to proceed with Ada's Fire Eye. I know, it's kind of shit. They say the last quest gives you 400 gold, which is honestly a pretty decent supply for this stage in the game. I think I'm sitting on 162. Yuck.
I'm listening.
So yuck. Yeah. Saran, you want me to go to Saran? Okay. I'm now an apprentice. I am now a journeyman. A swordsman.
Care to talk?
Now I'm a much higher rank.
You're a welcome break from the locals.
And she likes me a lot because I'm very high ranking in her faction.
What brings you here, friend?
He likes me a lot because I'm very high ranking in his faction. I can't train because I don't have much money. But we've done some interesting things this time.
I'm listening, please. Go ahead.
So, I think I'll leave it off here. Next time, we're probably going to go to Saran, get the thing, and get moving. Get the depth money from the guy, and then go back here to see what else we can do. You always do want to check for advancement normally, but this works just fine. Anyway, I'm going to make some potions in between episodes, and maybe go out and hunt some script. Nah, I'm not going to do that. And then I'll just make some potions and sell them. I'll see you in the next episode then. Goodbye!